Yo, what is up, guys? So whether you're just getting started on YouTube or you do have some experience, and if you're a beginner on YouTube and you don't know what exactly to do, or you're a bit of an experienced YouTuber and you want to know what's the next pivot or new direction that you can take. So when it comes to YouTube, there's various different niches that you can go into, okay, but it's important that you pick something that you at least like somewhat, because you're going to be spending a lot of time creating content on YouTube, and if you don't enjoy that process of creating videos, editing videos, okay, uploading videos, replying to comments, creating thumbnails, okay, in a specific topic, then it's going to be very difficult in order to grow. So the growth on YouTube comes when you get into a niche that you're fairly knowledgeable about. Okay, this could be you could have YouTube knowledge, you could have Instagram knowledge, pets, okay, van life, okay, vlogging, whatever you want to do. You can start a Faceless channel or you can do a personal brand. It's all up to you, but the main thing is you're going to be having to stick with this for many years, and the turning point for most channels usually comes in that 3 to 6 months time period, where you really start to notice that maybe you're not getting the views that you thought you would be getting by month 3 to month 6, okay, but then when you fast forward to month 12, okay, then you could have had explosive growth if you stuck to it. So a lot of YouTube channels do quit when they get to that 3 to 6 month mark. Maybe by month 3 you've got 500 subscribers and 2,000 hours of watch time, and you're really struggling to get monetized, okay, and that motivation isn't there and you feel like giving up. So the main goal of that, when you're in that situation, is to actually not give up on your dream of becoming a YouTuber. Now when it comes to what sort of channel you can create, you do get things like gaming, okay, you can do gaming, like I said, vlogs, you can teach someone something. So if you're good at accounting, you can be doing accounting. If you're good at video editing, you can teach people how to do video editing, or you could actually branch out into a totally new area of YouTube and create like your own niche, be a pioneer in a specific niche. But that is pretty much that's really difficult to do. So you're going to be modeling after other people and what success they've had when it comes to your channel. Now when it comes to all the features on YouTube, all the community guidelines, all the terms of service, you do want to be going over that at least once, so you know what's allowed on YouTube and what's not allowed on YouTube, okay, because you don't want to be getting strikes and you don't want to be getting copyright claims on your YouTube videos. Last thing you want to do is spend 2 to 3 days on a video and it end up getting 0 views because it ends up getting taken down for some song, not a song but some copyrighted clip that you included in your YouTube video. So I got started serious when I got onto YouTube. I started taking it serious around about 2019, and I started with the Faceless journey. And then I started to, about a year after that, go into like the personal brand type of videos in various different niches. So I've had multiple YouTube channels over the years. I was able to get over 31 million views on my one channel, and we're keeping that going. And I also have this channel where I teach you all about YouTube tips and strategies. That could be search-based YouTube automation, and general tips like you would see on a channel like VidIQ. So when it comes to the learning curve of YouTube, don't let that overwhelm you. You don't need to hire anybody to teach you how to, for instance, do YouTube titles, because the titles that get the most attention are either going to be a search-based title where people actually type it into the search bar and then they find your video. That's how you can gain your initial traction on YouTube. You get like 1 million, 2 million views doing search-based content. So how to do a specific maneuver in FC26, that's a computer game, how to light a fire in windy conditions, how to vlog in windy conditions. You could be doing titles like that. And then when you start getting 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 subscribers, then you can do like the browse based titles, where your videos get pushed out by the YouTube algorithm and you're able to get views that way. So when it comes to YouTube, when you upload your video, YouTube does push it out to a couple of people, a batch of people, and depending on how they respond to that video that you created. So is the audience retention high, is the click-through rate high, and if it passes that initial test, they will take it and give you another batch of people, and then they'll test your video until it ends up going viral. If it does go viral, and that's called browse-based YouTube, where you're dependent on the YouTube algorithm to push out your content. So I'll just dive into that a little bit. Search-based is when you type things in, when the viewer types things in, like I mentioned, how to camp solo in a van. Okay, that could be a search-based title people type into YouTube, and if you create a video and there's not a lot of competition, you can actually rank at the top of the search results, and people will find your video that way. And then you get the other side of YouTube, which is what a lot of people do, which is browse-based YouTube. So you could say, I lost 20 kilograms in 1 year. That could be your title, and that's like a vlog, and then that's going to be dependent on your result that you got, and that type of title is going to go ahead and get pushed out by the YouTube algorithm so that people can go ahead and find it. So if you create a video that is browse based, it has a good audience retention, people are watching at least 50% of the video, it has a click-through rate, I would say anywhere from 8 to 10%, and people are really enjoying that video, you're getting comments, you're getting good feedback, then that has the potential to go viral. Now when it comes to search-based YouTube videos, those are more like a slow burner. You may get 50 views in the first 2 days, then 100 views, 300, maybe 8,000 views in 2 weeks, and if it ranks well in the YouTube search results, then it's going to stay there, and every time people click or type in that search query, your video is going to be there, and people can click on that for many years to come, and that is called evergreen content. So the search based is more evergreen. You're going to get slower views over time, but it's going to be more consistent. If you go ahead and look at the analytics in your YouTube studio, you're going to notice that it's like a flat line, okay, instead of a one that goes up and then one that goes down. So it's all up to you whether you decide that you want to do search-based or browse-based, and the learning curve to do that, to do either one, is pretty much the same. Okay, when it comes to browse-based, you have to do clickable titles, so not clickbait, but a title that really grabs the person's attention, because they're just going to quickly see your title, they're quickly going to see your thumbnail. You have about 5 or 3 seconds in order to grab their attention. If they're going to click on the video, YouTube's going to help you out with some impressions in the beginning, and your video has the potential to go viral. Any browse-based video has the potential to go viral, and when it comes to search-based videos, they don't necessarily go viral, but they can rack up hundreds of thousands of views and millions of views over time, because they stick in the search results and people click on them over time. Okay, and then so that's the aspects of YouTube that I have the most experience in: search-based YouTube, browse-based YouTube, and then you get what is called YouTube automation, where you hire freelancers to go ahead and make videos for you, and then those are usually either search-based or browse-based. I've seen a lot of channels have success doing browse-based channels on YouTube. Now if you want to get started on YouTube and you have no idea, just open up your YouTube homepage, start scrolling through the homepage, and whatever grabs your attention, that could be gaming, that could be vlogging, that could be cooking, that could be camping, whatever grabs your attention and you're interested in, that the content you watch the most is probably what you're most interested in, and that could be a channel idea for you. So also, you're not limited by just one channel on YouTube. You can create unlimited channels. So I wouldn't have more than 2 or 3 channels at the same time, unless you outsource like one of them. Okay, then you can have more. But you want to really put your attention into these sorts of videos that you're uploading on YouTube. For search-based YouTube videos, the quality of the videos doesn't have to be the best. Usually it's just a screen recording and a voiceover with no camera or nothing like that in the YouTube video. Those are like tutorial videos, how to delete your Instagram page, how to tie a tie, and things like that. Not how to tie a tie, but how to delete your cache on Xbox, for an example. Just a simple screen recording with a voiceover. It doesn't necessarily need to be you. You can outsource that. But when it comes to the browse-based videos and some search-based videos, usually there's a personal brand aspect of that, and that can lead to you hiring a freelancer that gets on camera and stuff like that, or it could be you. So if you are in search based and you're just sticking to the recording of the screen or the voiceover, maybe in 2026 you can start delving into your passion project and create a YouTube channel about that and see where you go with that in 2026. So on this channel, I'll give you the tips on search-based YouTube and now general YouTube tips that are going to help you. So you're going to start your channel, you're going to start uploading. Maybe after 10 videos, you're really starting to feel the vibe of this YouTube channel. Then you just need to hit your 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, and then your channel will be monetized. If you do have a personal brand on YouTube, that opens you up to sponsorships, and you can do memberships, which is going to be much more easier, affiliate marketing and things like that. So relying on the AdSense revenue of YouTube isn't your only income stream. You have at least 3 other income streams: affiliate marketing, sponsorships, and memberships. And then you can also go live and get donations if you want to with a personal brand. So a personal brand opens you up to much more opportunities, but it isn't for everyone. But I do have experience in building personal brands. I used to build them on Instagram and now YouTube. So if you do have any questions, drop them in the comment section down below. And if you have any questions related to anything about YouTube, go ahead, also drop that in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the video, and I'll see you in the next video.